So to solve this, you should know that this is the same thing as 2 times dot is times. 1 over 8 can be seen as 1 over 2 to the power of 3, then raised to the power of x equals 32 can be seen as 2 power of 5, then raised to the power of x minus 1. So this will now give us 2 multiplying something as 1 over 2 power of 3 is something as 2 power of minus 3, then bracket x equals 2 to the power of 5 times x is 5x, and 5 times minus 1 is minus 5. So now this can be seen as 2 power of 1 times 2 power minus 3 times x is minus 3x equals 2 to the power of 5x minus 5. From the laws of indices, if you are timesing, you are free to add the powers. So this will give us 2 to the power of 1 plus minus 3x, which is just minus 3x, equals 2 to the power of 5x minus 5. Now we can equate their powers. Whenever their bases are the same, their powers are equal to each other from the laws of indices. Hence, we shall write that 1 minus 3x is equal to 5x minus 5. Collect like terms, we shall have minus 3x plus 5 crossing over, we shall have minus 5x equals minus 5. 1 crossing over will give us minus 1. So that minus 3x minus 5x will give us minus 8x equals minus 5 minus 1 will give us minus 6. To get the value of x, divide both sides by minus 8. We divide by minus 8. This will cancel out. Minus will cancel minus. 2 here is 3. Y2 here is 4. Therefore, x is equal to 3 all over 4. Let's take the next question. So in the fourth question, we are asked to find the area of this quadrilateral, given that this angle and this angle are 90 degrees. But I want you to understand that this is not a trapezium, it is not a parallelogram, there is no particular shape we call it. Just know that it is a quadrilateral. So there is no straightforward formula for calculating the area, instead of considering the quadrilateral as consisting of two triangles. So I need to get the particular hypotenuse of this first triangle here. So I can bring out the first triangle out like this. So that here is now 4, here is 3. I don't know here, let me call it x. From Pythagoras theorem, you can now see that x squared is 3 squared plus 4 squared. If you are looking for hypotenuse, you are adding. So x squared will give us 9 plus 16. And 9 plus 16 will give us 25. So to get the value of x, I will get the square root of 25. So my x is now 5 cm. This is the value of x. X is 5 cm. I can equally get this particular side since this is a right angle triangle. So if here is y, for instance, this is the hypotenuse, because any side facing the right angle is the hypotenuse. So since I'm not looking for the hypotenuse, I have to subtract. You can now see that y squared is equal to 13 squared then minus 5 squared. When I do that, you see that y squared is equal to 13 squared is 169 minus 5 squared is 25. So y squared will give me 169 minus 25 is 144. So that y is equal to square root of 144, and that will give us 12 cm. That's the value of y, 12 cm. So I can clean here and call it 12 cm. We've not actually done what we are to do, because we need to get the area of the triangles one after the other. But this particular triangle, we know the height. It is upright. This is the height. And since we know the height, we can easily use the formula half base times height to get the area of this given triangle. Alright, so let us first of all get the area of this triangle A. It is a right angle triangle and you know the height already. An area of a triangle is half times base times height, which is half times the base is 4 cm times the height, which is 3 cm. Half of 4 is 2, and 2 times 3 is 6. So the area of this one is 6 cm squared. So here is 6 cm squared. I'll clean off here so that I can get the area of B. So to get the area of this triangle, look at the triangle here. We have here as 12, here as 13, and here is 5. We don't know the height, so half base times height cannot help us. And there is no angle given. Getting the angle will waste a lot of time. So in this type of triangle, if you experience it, it is best to use Hero's formula. Hero's formula is telling us that area is equal to square root of S into S minus A into S minus B into S minus C. And what is S? S is equal to the half of the sum of sides, A plus B plus C. So I can call here A, call here B, and call here C as you like. So to get my S now, S will now be half into A, which is 5, B, which is 12, C, which is 13. This will now be half times 5 plus 12 is 17, and 17 plus 13 is 30. Half of 30 is 15. So my S is 15. So area becomes square root. Seeing S, I will plug in 15 into S again. I will write 15 minus my A is 5, bracket. S again, I will write 15 minus my B is 12. S again, I will write 15 minus my C is 13. So the area will be square root of 15 times 15 minus 5 is 10 times 15 minus 12 is 3 times 15 minus 13 is 2. Okay, now 15 times 10 is 150. 150 times 3 is 450, and 450 times 2 is 900. So the area is equal to square root of 900, which is 30 centimeters squared. So the area of this one is 30 centimeters squared. Hence, the total area of this shape will now be 6 centimeters squared plus 30 centimeters squared, and that will give us 36 centimeters squared. Therefore, the area of this quadrilateral is 36 centimeters squared.